อต้อนรับเข้าสู่ Data ศาสตร์ Podcast เจาะลึกทุกศาสตร์ของ Data ทุกโอกาสและความเป็นไปได้ที่ Data ทำให้คุณได้ โดย True Analytics จาก True Digital Group
สวัสดีครับผมบอยวิสิตนาดีจาก True Digital Group รับหน้าที่เป็นโฮสต์ของ Data ศาสตร์เริ่มต้นในปี 2024 เอพิโซดล่าสุดที่ทางเราได้รับเกียรติจาก Head หลักของ True Analytics คุณ Rajiv Bawa ซึ่งท่านเป็น Head of Digital Platform Solutions ของ True Digital Group ที่จะมาร่วมพูดคุยกับพวกเราซึ่งในครั้งนี้เราจะมาพูดคุยกันเป็นภาษาอังกฤษในหัวข้อ Business Intelligence and AI Trend in 2024 ครับสวัสดีครับ
Hello Kunboy and hello Data Sart podcast listeners.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. So let's start with the first questions. What are the key business intelligence and AI trends that you think would be impact the business intelligence strategies in 2024 ครับ?
So in 2024, the key trends in business intelligence and AI we think will really fall into the following three areas. The first one is around advanced analytic integration, which really means enhancing the depth and accuracy of insights through advanced analytics and the emergence of more intelligent BI platforms. We really feel there is a shift happening towards more intelligent platforms. The second one is AI-driven automation, increased adoption of these AI-driven automation specifically around data processing and analysis that will streamline the workflows and also boost efficiencies. And the third one is around augmented analytics. This really means combining AI and natural language processing that will make insights much more accessible to a broader audience within the organizations. So no longer will these analytics be limited to only data scientists, but will really spread across the organizations. These trends will collectively, we feel, empower organizations to develop deeper insights, build more operational efficiency, and also have a strategic advantage in a very dynamic and constantly changing business landscape.
Thank you, Kun Rajiv. As you know, and we are excited by the opportunity that the business could be unlocked and uplifted by this data. As the data is an intelligence accelerator for everyone, especially the businesses. However, what do you see, while harnessing the power of this data analytics and AI in 2024, since the data privacy and data securities are growing concerns, at the end of the day, technology must earn people trust. Would you mind sharing us and your insights and your thoughts on this as well, Rajiv?
Sure. Businesses have always been prioritizing data privacy and security because both data privacy and security always create risks. So as now organizations use more and more data to improve their insights and decision making, more focus on specifically individual privacy and safeguarding sensitive information that belongs to an individual becomes extremely important. So this area really needs businesses to proactively prioritize and focus on. So in a very simple manner, a few things that an organizations must focus on are, number one, ethical data practice. What that really means is establish clear guidelines for collecting, storing, and using data. Businesses really need to stay close to all the regulations around data privacy because this is something that keeps changing and new things keep coming out. So one needs to really know what are some of the regulations around this. And this is important because organizations don't need to just stay compliant, but also need to continue to develop proactive data governance practices. The more proactive you are, the better you will be in terms of managing some of these dynamic changes that happen. And really, it is important to create transparency and developing and building trust amongst your customers and stakeholders. So the first one is all around having ethical data practices. The second is employee training on data security, building a culture of awareness, ensuring people, especially your employees, understand the importance of being responsible, because a lot of data is managed by employees, and continuous training on data security practices, so that the use of data as well as AI is done in a very responsible manner. So this really becomes very essential, which is to uplift and train your employees on data security, privacy, regulations, and making sure that they are using data responsibly. The last one is also very important, we believe, which is around transparency and communication. Transparent communications with customers about how you manage data, what the policies are, how AI, if being used, is used ethically. And this constant cycle is important to build trust through the openness you show as a company, because this will then foster positive relationships with customers and develop trust that you need, especially to give people comfort that their data is being managed, stored, and handled very appropriately, not just with what's required in regulation, but actually there is more trust in the way you handle the data.
Thank you, Rajiv. So next, as we aware that these data that we're putting as an our intelligence accelerator for business, able to gain trust from the customers, business users, and to the public. What are these tools and technologies that have been emerging and changing in the 2024? In the past decades, right, there is a lot of technologies and tools related to cloud and AI is coming up, starting from the first iPhone, the first public cloud, right? So all of these has been very fast changing. So in 2024, Khun Rajiv, what is the most emerging tools and technologies that everybody have to be aware of and have to adapt to make sure that we get the best out of these technologies, Khun?
You're so right when you say things are changing, especially around emerging technologies. In fact, the only thing constant in technology is change, and change happens more faster than we can even understand and appreciate. So there is consistently changing innovation happening, which is great, because more the innovation, more technologies come that help businesses become more competitive. So this is a cycle. It's actually, as some people say, it's a vicious cycle. Change happens too fast, but it's important for businesses to, of course, not let some of these changes distract them. Majority of the businesses should continue to stay course as far as their business is concerned. And they should then improve their productivity and efficiency using some of these technologies as they come and develop. It's very important, especially for majority of the businesses that are maybe not directly in the technology area, to really always look at all these changes as enablers, and focus should be on them developing and bringing to market what their businesses are all about. So if you're a fertilizer company, your focus should be to bring and produce the best fertilizer so that you can create innovation in the way your product goes to market. And hence, in that case, all the emerging technologies should really help you become better in what you deliver. So emerging technologies will always continue to play a key role in becoming an enabler. And so as we now look at what's happened in the last 1 or 2 years and shifting into 2024, from our perspective, we feel that the following 3 or 4 things will really emerge in terms of changes relative to technology and new innovation. The first one is around data analytics as a service. More and more empowered data analytics platforms which will be made available, will make it easier for business users to actually start to make sense of data. Over the last many years, there's been a lot of focus on data and data analytics, but it's always required a lot of human capital or data scientists and data engineers to try to look at the models, etc. We are now seeing a shift in this moving more towards empowered platforms where things are being made available easily, and you're not dependent always directly on data scientists to interpret data. So data analytics as a service and intelligent platforms is one emerging trend. The second one is around advanced and predictive analysis. And by this, we mean really an integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning models to support and automate complex tasks so that more predictive future events can be really predicted based on outcome based on historical data. So a lot of sort of future predictions can be done based on historical data with this integration of AI and machine learning. So that's the second trend. The third one is about more personalization and real-time data analysis. Developing more capabilities on analyzing user behavior, preferences of users, and then using this big data to then create personalized solutions and giving recommendations to help your customers do or consume products better and give them things that are relevant to them. More and more intelligent platforms that provide this continuous intelligence to make informed decisions to users will then drive more personalization and more specific products that can matter to the individuals that are your actual end customers. So a lot more personalization and real-time analysis is another shift. The last one, and this is really important, is around having trustworthy and responsible data analytics. This is important because it's all about using stronger data governance models, which is really needed not just to ensure that you're compliant, but actually to go a step above that and making sure that the way you're looking at data, it's highly secured, it's got a level of trust, and the whole data privacy part is embedded in it. So it's really, as we shift to 2024, data analytics as a service, which is empowered platforms, more advanced and predictive analysis, more personalization and use of real-time analysis to create specific preference-based products for customers, and trust and responsible way of using data as well as artificial intelligence. So, putting it all together by smartly adopting some of these trends and technologies and tools that you need to deliver these things, either directly as a company or in many cases partnering with the right technology partner. Businesses can really adapt to these market changes, boost their customer satisfaction, while continue to drive innovation for being competitive in the markets they serve.
Thank you, Rajiv. So it's very amazing tools and technologies, and we are not wondering why the top 5 largest, company on earth, valuation more than $1 trillion are all technologies companies, right? It's very amazing. It's very excited. So we are coming to our last questions of today. So now we have a tools, right? It can empower, it can uplift anyone. Now, what tools would it work, right, without the right users, owners? So I think we would like you to give the final advice, to our audiences here, who would like to start using these tools, right? What would be your advice to give to business industries on adopting and leveraging these tools and power of analytics as a service intelligence to make their business better, to driving growth and innovations in 2024? What would be your advice, Kun Rajiv?
Sure. So the simplest advice I can give businesses, especially as they navigate these shifts in the area of business intelligence and AI, is really to take a step back and focus on what matters most for their business and their customers. As I said earlier, also, a lot of times all these trends, technologies, innovations, sometimes there's hype, sometimes it's proven, but things will constantly keep changing around it. So as businesses, it's extremely important to understand these, but really focus on what you believe is important for your customer and your business. A lot of times we've seen that companies get very enamored with new tech, either rush to adopt aggressively or in some cases just stay totally away, which is also not good because there needs to be a balance here. So our advice here would be to keep things simple, continue to focus and drive your core business. Secondly, develop clear objectives on why your business actually needs some of these things around business intelligence and AI solutions. And then really focus on why would you want to bring these solutions in? Is it for cost or efficiency? Is it for driving or growing new markets? Is it for improving customer experience? Or is it to actually innovate and create better products? So, once you're really focusing on your core business, develop clear objectives on why you believe these new trends and shifts are important for you, and pick the area that you believe you want to drive or make a difference with these technologies, and then really define a very specific use case to demonstrate the value that this shift or this trend would bring to your business. It's extremely important to start small, be very clear on why you're doing it. If you're looking to add efficiency, okay, that's one approach. If you're looking for growing markets or building customer experience, so just be clear on the use case. And then very important to look to find the right partner who can work with you to support this adoption and provide proper guidance, because a lot of times companies understand their business, but these trends and these new shifts, it's better to bring in a technology partner that can actually hold your hand and walk you through this, and somebody that can focus on issues around data trust, data handling, privacy, etc. as well. So some simple examples of how we've seen some of these use cases, just to put things into more perspective. In finance and banking, a lot of times we've seen companies prioritize fraud detection, managing risk, or maybe even looking at credit scoring. So picking one or two of these areas and then defining a specific use case to see how either a data platform or predictive analysis and AI can help improve these processes. Similarly, in the insurance industry, it's a lot about personalized policy recommendations based on customer behavior in the past. That helps insurance companies able to drive and grow their business by targeting the right product to the right customer or the household. That's another use case that we've seen work quite well. Then just a last example in the retail and e-commerce space. Here, again, depending on the need of the business, a lot of it is around engines that provide recommendation to enhance the customer experience while you're maybe in a store or on a website. How can you ensure the customer gets an elevated level of experience? Also on the back end, how can a store make sure you're managing your inventory better? And then also what's popular is when you're, especially with the shift of offline and online, retailers are looking to see where do they physically need to have a store, and should they reduce the stores, what size of store is required. So a lot of work using data analysis and AI around footfall and customer movement and people movement, and how can that information help a retailer get better in the way they place their stores, the size of the store, the experience they want to give, and then offset it with maybe an e-commerce strategy to help the retailer really grow and drive. So a lot of the businesses actually should keep this simple, as I said, focus on their core, look at what use case they believe can add value, especially as you're looking at this area of data analytics and AI, and then work with a partner who can actually demonstrate how these use cases can make an impact to the business. And then just in closing, I'd like to say that at True Digital Group, we have been actually on the forefront of this data-driven revolution. We've been doing this for many years now, and our focus is to stay close to the trends, the technologies that are emerging, and then look at the latest innovation. But more importantly, continue to work with our customers and partners where we can apply these technology innovations to solve real business problems, because that's where the actual impact of the businesses will come. If you're, it's not just about tech and innovation, it's about applying these to actually make a difference in somebody's business. And then we do this through our intelligent data platform, our people. We also have access to exhaustive data assets, and then putting it all together under a strong data governance, privacy, and security model, because it's important, as I said, to have trust in the way we do it. So that's what we've been doing and will continue to do as we close 2023 and move into 2024.
Well, listeners, we have journeyed through the trends and technologies that promise to redefine the business landscape this year and beyond. It's been enlightening to explore the depths of data science together today. A big thank you to you, Kun Rajiv, for gracing our podcast and sharing your invaluable insights. Your expertise has truly enriched our conversation today. So thank you very much, Kun Rajiv. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kunboy, for having me today, and thank you to the listeners. See you soon next time.
ขอบคุณครับสำหรับการติดตามรับฟังดาราศาสตร์พอดแคสต์ซีรีส์ที่จะพาผู้ฟังไปเจาะลึกทุกศาสตร์ของ Data โดยทีม True Analytics จาก True Digital Group ครับในครั้งหน้านะครับเราจะมาพูดคุยเกี่ยวกับศาสตร์ของ Data ในดาราศาสตร์เรื่องอะไรนั้นคุณผู้ฟังสามารถติดตามเราได้ที่ดาราศาสตร์บน YouTube และบล็อกดิจิของ True Digital Group ครับรวมถึงช่องทาง Spotify เพียงค้นหาคำว่าดาราศาสตร์ So see you next episode วันนี้ลาไปก่อนนะครับสวัสดีครับ
ขอบคุณสำหรับการติดตาม Data ศาสตร์ Podcast โดย True Analytics จาก True Digital Group และพบกันใหม่ในครั้งหน้า Data ศาสตร์